Juggalos in recovery. Juggalos in recovery. Juggalos in recovery.
Uh, we're going to start with the PayPal information again. Please remember, we need money to keep going if possible. Donate to us at paypal.me/juggalos in recovery. Anything helps. Tonight's lesson is the unique challenges faced by juggalos that are entering sobriety. So this whole lesson was based on the song What off of Bizarre. The lyrics highlight some of the challenges faced by juggalos in recovery. One of the main themes of the song is nonconformity, the idea of being true to oneself regardless of what others think or say. For juggalos, this can mean embracing their identity as juggalo and their love for the family. Even if it's not always accepted or understood, uh, we face stigma by mainstream society. The lyrics mention facing stigmas and discrimination, with the hook repeating the phrase fuck you as a statement of defiance against those who try to judge or oppress the community. One example of discrimination faced by juggalos is the lack of acceptance in traditional recovery spaces, such as AA or NA. Juggalos may feel uncomfortable or unwelcome in these groups due to the stigma and lack of understanding or recognition of our culture. This can make it difficult for us to access the support and the resources offered by these groups, which it can be a barrier for their journey through recovery. In addition to stigma and discrimination, the lyrics of What also touch on other challenges faced by juggalos. For example, the lyrics mention dropping out of school in the sixth grade, which can impact a person's ability to access recovery resources. A lot of us just don't have the greatest education, especially us that got into drugs or alcohol really early in life. A lack of education can make it more difficult to find employment, which can be another barrier to accessing treatment and other recovery resources that may require financial resources. There's also references to committing crimes in the lyrics. A criminal history can impact a person's ability to access recovery resources and support, as some treatment programs and housing options may have restrictions on accepting individuals with certain types of criminal records. In addition, the stigma associated with having a criminal record can make it more difficult for us to find jobs and housing, which can be important factors in maintaining long term recovery. Uh, the song also mentions engaging in self destructive behaviors, which all of us have. You know, we also have a lot of problems with angers because of other issues that we've encountered from our addictions. A lot of us have PTSD and respond negatively to certain situations. Uh, you know, this has a lot to do with our mental health. It can negatively impact our relationship and other areas in our life. Overcoming self destructive behaviors and establishing helping coping mechanisms can be crucial as part of our journeys. Despite the challenges faced by juggalos, the lyrics of What also convey a sense of resilience and determination. The hook repeats the phrase, I am who I am, as a statement of self acceptance and as a refusal to change for anyone else. This message can be particularly powerful for us who may feel pressure to conform to societal expectations or to hide their identity as a juggalo in order to just be able to participate in AA or NA programs. The idea of self acceptance and being true to oneself can be valuable message for anyone who's in recovery, juggalo or not. but it can be especially important for juggalos who may feel marginalized or misunderstood by the traditional recovery scene. Embracing our identity as a juggalo and being unapologetic about it, as in D, as you know, D is very loud and proud of him being the one outcast in his AA, NA groups or whatever he's in. It's a form of self care and a way of finding strength and resilience in the face of challenges. In the recovery journey, resilience and determination can be crucial qualities to cultivate as well. Uh, Recovery is often a long and difficult process that involves facing challenges and setbacks. Having a sense of resilience and determination can help individuals preserve and stay motivated in their path towards surviving. Furthermore, the lyrics what also touch on the theme of nonconformity, with the hook repeating, I am who I want to be, or I be who I want to be. As a statement of independence and autonomy, this message can be relevant for juggalos who may feel pressure to fit in these scenes that they don't necessarily want to be in. I don't think any of us have ever wanted to go into AA or NA to be able to work through what we're working through, but a lot of the times it's necessary. We can find strength and resilience in our nonconformity, in us standing out, of with us drawing attention to ourselves. We become that beacon of hope for other people that see us because we stick out and we're working towards our goal of being sober, to working towards our self betterment inside of those scenes. Overall, it is important for the recovery community to recognize and address the unique challenges faced by non-conforming people inside of their system. The long-term recovery, this involves acknowledging and valuing the diversity of the recovery community and recognizing that being different or being unique is not a sign of failure, it's a sign of resilience. For example, it is important for recovery groups and treatment programs and recovery housing to be inclusive and welcoming of all kinds, and to recognize the value and importance of the unique and of the different. This can involve in educating the staff and other members about what it is that makes you so different and what your coping mechanisms are that are so different from that outside world. In addition to addressing stigma and discrimination, it is also important to recognize and address the specific challenges faced by that specific group of people, whether it be juggalos or somebody else that's unique, such as a lack of education, criminal history, self-destructive behaviors. This can this can involve providing access to resources and support that are tailored to the needs of our community, such as education, employment help, trauma-informed care, and harm reduction services. For juggalos in recovery, it is also important to stay true to themselves and their identity despite challenges or stigma they may face. This can involve embracing their identity as juggalos or as unique and finding their strength and resilience in their nonconformity. It can also involve speaking out, seeking out recovery communities and support groups that are inclusive or exclusive inside of our own community, much like us. Overall, by recognizing and addressing our unique challenges, the recovery community can support the journey of juggalos towards long-term recovery and help them stay true to themselves and their identity. Uh, Anybody want to speak on that?
Yeah. Hey, Happy New Year. Can you guys hear me?
Happy New Year, Nate.
Yeah. I've been MIA for a while, but glad to see you guys. I'm gonna share real quick, and then I gotta bounce because I've got family shit I got going on. But
I
so
feel
kind
it.
Yeah. So kind of my I don't know, story, I guess, for this would be, I bounced from the Juggalo world for a while because I was trying to get sober. I was trying to raise a family. Um, and I had no idea that, I mean, I was pretty sure there was Juggalos in recovery, right? But I didn't know that there was like this group and other groups that were formed, to help specific Juggalo groups get sober. That's what brought me back to the Juggalo world. Not that I left completely, but I just, I didn't go to any gatherings. I didn't go to any fucking shows. I didn't do anything. I just tried to stay sober and, kind of in my lane or whatever, because there was that stigma like, yeah, right, Juggalos just want to get fucked up or whatever it was. And so I'm so glad that there's this group and other groups out there to help us and to help the Juggalo community. I think it's totally fucking cool that that's out there. And I was blown away when I went to this last gathering and y'all were there. That was so cool. I go to my AA meetings and, I don't tell them about Juggalos and recovery and stuff. I probably just don't because, people that don't, like old timers and shit, will just look at me like I got lobsters crawling out of my fucking face. So I just thought that I avoid it. I just don't bring it up. I just keep AA where it is. But that, I think it's that stigma that you were talking about. That we live with as Juggalos and stuff. So I don't know, man. I like my AA programs. I don't, it's nothing bad against them. I just, there's like, how they are with their rules and whatnot. So